Righty, so we are having another video today. I thought I'll make a beginner-friendly video how to journal your trades, really something important and something that's really overcomplicated. So if you're looking for something that is easy, straight to the point, and not like, you have to write 1,000 things down and then analyze them, then you are at the right place. I am personally a believer that you should keep things simple. If you don't keep things simple, you are less likely to do them. If you have established a proper habit of journaling, you can then think to expand the journal if you like, to experiment with other metrics and hone it. But if you have not established a proper habit of keeping track of your journals, then that's no good. Now, why do you keep a journal in the first place? Well, it is very simple. Without having a journal, you are less likely to actually review your trades, see how they have performed, and learn from them. So that is why you want to keep a journal, because sometimes you take a trade and it didn't work out, or it did work out, but you don't really have a kind of a meta perspective. The journal helps you to have this kind of meta perspective. Just like, in science, they have meta-analysis of research. You want to have a meta-analysis of your trades to see and teach your brain what is working and what isn't. And so that is why I personally am a fan of just simply taking a screenshot of your trade and then putting it somewhere. So I'll go and do that right now, or show you that right now, so that you have an idea of how this actually looks like. So let's go and share my screen. There we go. All right, you should be seeing now the Telegram channel here. You can join the Telegram channel. I am using the Telegram channel as a way to communicate with you, but it is also my trading journal. Before, I had a simple Discord channel where I kept my trades, and it looked similar to what you're seeing here now. And basically, I go in, I take a screenshot of the trade, and I say, okay, I'm going long here. And like, so for example, here I'm short on GU for a swing trade. That was yesterday. And then I decided, or it is, yep, yesterday. And then I was looking at UC as a potential trade. This is something I'm communicating with people who are coming in. I have 1 subscriber right now. You want to be the 3rd one? It will make me very happy. I wouldn't keep that in the journal. I would go in and actually keep in the journal, okay, this is a trade I am taking. And then I would say when I'm closing it. So for example, I closed GU here yesterday, and I was looking to go long or short again at a higher price. This morning when I woke up, it had pushed higher, and then it decided to go lower again. So I re-entered my GU position, and because it looks like it has a little bit more momentum down, and so we will see how it is going to go. But so this is basically it. You are putting in when you're opening a trade, you're putting in when you're closing a trade, and the result that you had, and that way you can easily review it. Sometimes, if you want to be a bit more detailed, you can take a screenshot, for example, on the short time frame, or a kind of a close-up of the entry, and you can add a bigger time frame screenshot so that you know how it looked on the bigger picture. For example, here on GC and how it's been performing, it was an uptrend. This is a trend line that is probably visible on the 1 hour or the 4 hour. It came down here. It had some nice momentum there, so I went long on here, and I added. Did I add to it? No, I closed it, right? Okay, yes. So I added. So I'm taking a shot on GC here, and then I added to it here, and then it started going against me, and I closed it, right? So this is all documented. It makes it very easy. And then so every week you reserve basically a time for when you want to review your trades, and you go through them, you see what has worked, what hasn't worked, you look at the screenshot, and that gives you a visual representation of those trades, and you're reviewing it again. In my opinion, a big part of trading is pattern recognition. And how do you recognize a pattern? Well, you have to see it over and over and over again. And so one way to teach yourself to recognize a pattern and a setup is you go into TradingView and you look on a still chart, and you see the pattern there, then you have to start recognizing it in real time. And then you start having screenshots like this. And so over time, you get better and better at seeing, okay, this is what has worked, this is what hasn't worked. And you start doing more of what has been working for you and less of what hasn't been working. And you start to recognize certain mistakes that you're doing, like closing too early or adding when there's not enough momentum, etc., etc. So this is a really simple way of keeping tracks of your trade, and in my opinion, the best way to start. Now, yes, you can have other metrics, and by the way, you can also, document with a little note here. Okay, I'm short on GU for swing trade down. You can say, okay, to the stop loss, I'm going to be losing $10, $100, $1,000, or whatever, and so you know the risk that you have taken on this trade as well. Something that takes very little effort to add to it, or you can put a percentage down. I am risking 2% of my account on this trade, or 10%, or whatever it is that you're using. I haven't actually inputted this because it's fairly standard, and I do remember those kind of things fairly easily, but it's something that you can keep track of as well. There are just a few things. That's it. The screenshot is the most important part. A quick thing on why are you going long or short, if you want to jog your memory, and that's it. You don't need to have, countless metrics in there and then spend hours and hours trying to analyze all the data. If you want to do that, you can do that once you actually have an established habit of keeping track of your trades. You have a journal and you want to expand it, then go ahead. But what happened to me every time that I'm basically wanting to, expand this or do it, whatever, is I stopped doing it. And so in order to actually do it and have benefit from it, just simply keep it simple. That's it. Now, if you're interested in checking how I'm trading, you can go to the Telegram channel. The link's in the description or in the first comment. I have neglected to say that at the moment I am profitable on demo. On live, I'm around break even at the moment. So I am not a trader that you're following that has, years and years of a profitable track record or something like that. I'm more documenting my journey. I'm sharing what has been useful for me, what's working for me, what isn't working for me, my successes and my failures. If you like that, you can also hit the subscribe button on this channel, and I will see you on the next one. All right, take care.